Hey guys, Decov13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play the Somnium Files. Alright, we have a couple questions for Hitomi here. So yeah, about Monika's killer.
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true.
Who did, then?
Monica was killed by Saito Sejima,
Saito Sejima? Wait, Sejima's son?
the son of So and his late wife.
Saito Sejima.
Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Wait a minute! Falco isn't... Oh my god, Falco is not the new the old Cyclops killer. Saito Sejima is the original Cyclops killer.
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
Who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
What did So say to Monica?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
Huh. And what happened after her murder?
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras.
Rohan.
He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago.
And that's when Rohan first discovered that he adored dead women's eyes. So it was all because Sejima's son killed Monica. He awakened to the pleasure of killing people. And he and Rohan teamed up. You see, I had this feeling in my head, like the way everyone talked about Falco when he was with Hitomi, it didn't seem right that he was the old Cyclops killer, that he did all that shit with Rohan. He didn't seem like that kind of person. Like, yeah, he kills people, but he's not like that fucked up of a guy. Like deep down, he was still a good person, the way he got along with Hitomi and Iris. I had this, like, really strong feeling it couldn't be him.
That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
And that's when you saw them bury the body.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here?
Yeah. Cover her.
Just a minute.
That's when Rohan plucked out the eye.
Beautiful.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw. Monica! Monica!
Is that why So went to the warehouse to see Monica's body?
We need to.
I wonder, like, did So must have actually cared about her, especially if he was willing to give her money to give her a new life.
We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big.
They thought the baby was still in there.
I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby.
And that's why you took her in as your own.
We had to. No matter what.
Okay. I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
I see.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
So that's the story of the warehouse and Monica's body. And Iris, too. Alright, let's just talk to Renju. Did you get the birth certificate?
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
War.
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, You will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
What should we name her?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monika's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love. And Monica reminds me of Monoko, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
You know, this also really explains why Renju took such a shine to Iris.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only...
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come. So wait until the right moment. Okay?
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Mama! Mama! Woof! Woof! Mama! I'm wet! I'm wet! Sweepy! Up? Mommy, I won race today! Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again! Mommy, you are so good at dancing! Mommy, pancakes are done! Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it! My body dances on its own! Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world!
Man.
Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun! We should do it again!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again too! Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go for it!
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monika's body to the police, So would be punished by the law, and the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father. And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years.
Tell me.
I didn't want to lose Iris, but...
No, it seems like you're gonna lose her no matter what, huh?
Fate can be cruel.
Indeed.
God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you.
I do.
But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment.
Yeah, you were about to say that before.
It was.
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses.
Nanomachines.
They can even cure cancer. And they go
that'd cost
beep,
a lot
beep,
of...
beep. That's what Mom said.
Oh my god. Is that why she was with So? Did she want to tell him about Iris? 'Cause she needed the money for the treatment. And if anyone would pay for it, if anyone could pay for it, it would be So.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail So Tsujima.
I see. So she was just gonna blackmail him. I
2
guess
days
with
ago,
Monica's body.
On Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse.
So this is when we saw Monica's body up on the table. Why it was there and why So was at the warehouse.
He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived, he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito, not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras, even if he found out who I was. Without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me.
And there's no way he'd risk his political career, not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse.
And that's when Date came in.
I came out of my hiding place to put Monica's body back, but then something unexpected happened.
Yeah, that's when Date came rushing in.
I saw you, Date.
So Hitomi was still here.
I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around,
It can't be. Iris.
I was losing consciousness. My head felt fuzzy. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter,
She's mine.
but Iris's father is
Yeah.
Sosajima. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far. But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions. Date, snap out of it!
I heard Aiba call for me and came too. Alright. Did you tell Renju about blackmailing So?
no, I did not. All of this was my idea.
Why did Rohan remove Monica's eye?
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Continuing Sunday's events.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then, I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris.
I mean, can you blame me?
The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple. There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami.
Yeah, we still have no idea who the fuck killed Shoko. I feel like we made a lot of progress on other investigations, but we still have no clue who the fuck did this.
Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly,
I headed for the exit.
Wait,
You tell me?
where are you going?
to look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
How do you know where Iris is?
At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be number 89.
It wouldn't be.
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
I'm sorry, but
Oh,
this stops
fuck!
now.
Pewter! God damn it! Oh no. He shot Boss!
Date. Run!
Boss!
Boss!
Pewter, you son of a bitch.
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Of course.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
Pewter.
So Tsujima.
How long have you been in his pocket?
So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation, as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Iva, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Get him! Duct tape him in the fucking locker. God damn it, Pewter, I liked you, man.
Now tell me, where is the
At
location?
least Boss is alright.
I can't tell you.
What?
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
Alright, take me there.
Ah, the abandoned factory.
I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I knew that. How did I know that? The corners of my mind were aching.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory.
Uh-oh.
They are attempting to wipe all the data.
Oh no.
Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years,
Shit.
including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights.
That bastard.
I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access Watch It, my core programming. He would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Date. They are attempting to limit your power by removing me from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours.
Right.
Or else, I will cease to exist.
Date? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just...
Alright, now you know. So get moving.
Right.
I'm counting on you, Date.
4 hours. It's fine. That should be plenty of time. I gripped my revolver and got moving. This is where the sync machine is.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
And we know that a sync machine can switch two people's bodies. It makes me wonder, did someone switch Date's body with someone else? Is that why he has no memories?
Is that...
It has to be that. A corpse.
Renju?
Fuck. Oh, 89? What the fuck? No. God damn it, here I was going off that he might be a good guy. God damn it. Well, so much for that shit. And the case remains unsolved. So, I guess that unlocks the next part of Green Route. So I guess we'll jump back over there. Oh boy. Oh wait, is that the one with least amount of time? No, that would be this one. Alright, well, back over to Green. About time. Well, it's a shame that no matter what, Renju ends up dying. Just took a little while longer on this route. Alright. This was on the... Alright. Let's get back to the Green Route and see what exactly the hell's going on here. So this is just after we saw the video of Boss murdering So Sejima. I mean, knowing everything we do know now, I guess it's safe to say that Boss is definitely in the right by killing Sejima.
That is...
So Sejima. Why? Why? Boss? What's going on here? Why did Boss kill So? Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone.
A payphone.
She used a PC.
A PC. Ooh.
Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
I don't believe it. Boss?
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also had his left eye removed.
World with left eye removed.
Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where is she?
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence.
Oh boy.
Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
What?
The hell is Boss up to? This is such a weird ass fucking timeline. I'm trying to understand what the fuck Boss is doing this whole time. I drew my gun from its holster and barged into the house.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
I called for it, but there was no reply. I didn't see Boss either.
Iva, call Boss's phone.
On it. The boss's phone.
Oh shit.
The police?
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What?
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply!
What the fuck is going on? Boss?
Boss?
What the fuck? What, is she gonna arrest me for the... Lower your weapons.
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
Well, what choice do I have? I didn't kill anyone. Please believe me.
They are not listening to you.
Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops killer. She's tricking you.
They are well trained. They did not even flinch.
Boss, what the fuck are you doing?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie. I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
Did you kill the 5 victims?
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think.
Gotta get the hell out of this somehow.
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be.
Oh shit.
This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Well, an actual porno mag. Fucking flashing back and forth.
Whoa! Limited edition!
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets. Shoot at the cloud.
Why?
Just do as I say, and fast.
First time I ever used firebomb bullets. Ooh. We didn't kill them, did we? Well, boss, you have some explaining to do.
She is probably just unconscious.
Yeah, she's still breathing.
Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
Good.
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Oh well, Date. Alright, boss.
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Decided to sync with her. Asking questions should just be wasting time. Besides, even if she was awake, I can't imagine that she'd take kindly to an interrogation. Hitomi still hasn't been found. I have a bad feeling about this. But there's a good chance that boss knows where she is. How would I get that information? Getting into her head would definitely be the quickest way. That's why I brought her here.
Date, talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Aiba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing, which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed So Sejima after pulling out his left eye. That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal. That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date. I want it as bad as you do. The truth. She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg. But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her. I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
Pewter, are the preparations done?
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Date.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
Alright. Let's see what exactly we can find out in Boss's Somnium. What exactly her Somnium is going to be like, anyway. Ah. The old factory. So she has some connection to this place, too. Why are you in a barrel?
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It
It is of the utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Interlock 1, interlock 2, interlock 3, interlock 4. Alright. Sinking in the refrain. Open the door to Boss's truth. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. Alright, open the first door.
A rusted metal door.
Investigate first.
It is faint, but I hear the sound of meat being pierced.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Shoko's gonna be behind that door, isn't she?
A rusted metal door.
Let's put the pick in the keyhole.
It is no use. The ice pick will not work as a key.
Alright.
A rusted metal door.
Let's break the lock with the pick.
Break the lock with that.
Roger. I will try.
There we go.
It worked!
Alright, open it.
So there's Shoko. A key.
Several keys have fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
I think it's the one with the ice pick in the middle. That would make sense. Alright, open the first door. Jesus, at times 10.
It's a key.
Well, at least this only costs 5 seconds.
The ice pick is next to this key. It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Come on.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Oh, over there. Alright, so with this we can make it up to the second floor.
A door that looks like...
Let's open it.
Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
It opened! Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Huh.
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream.
Let's see. Where can we go? Go across this.
A door with...
might have been a little much.
This is the second floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
Okay. Then we can only go down to C.
Door C.
I mean, honestly, I might as well just kick the doors open so that way I don't get hit with the ×5s. I'd rather just take the 10-second thing.
That might have been a little...
Have to deal with like 50 seconds on the next one.
Oh, we're on the second floor again.
We leave the second floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
Indeed it is.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
Let's see. Open the second door. We need to get past this shelf. Oh. I see. I see what we have to do.
An oil drum hung with wire.
Oh shit. I see. Just like with Renju. We have to recreate the Cyclops killings.
Oh.
Guess you should check that
Recreate
door.
certain parts of the murders.
A rusted metal door.
999 seconds. Are you fucking kidding me?
It does not appear to be locked.
These take so much fucking time, though.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
Which one's actually Renju's watch? Oh boy.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
Key 5 minutes.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 5 o'clock.
In the morning?
No, that is not what I mean.
Oh, I see. Which one was Renju's time of death? Actually, that's a good question. When the fuck was Renju's time of death? It was, I want to say 8, right? Or was it 5? No, it was 8. It was 8. But I don't have enough time to do this. I'm gonna have to restart the Somnium. I don't know where the fuck that is. Alright, let me, yeah, let me restart the Somnium. This is going to take a while. Alright, at least I know what to do for these first couple ones.
A rusted...
Alright, break the lock with the pick. Forces a times 10 on us.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes. Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Open. This is going to be a very complicated one, I can tell. Oh, I see. I'm gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna save this fucking 1 second one.
Door.
I do not need to waste my time with this. That door is gonna be the biggest drain on my time. Although I'm already down to like less than half time already.
An oil. An oil.
I guess 7 seconds won't kill me. What is that sticking with? Oh, 1/10.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Arrested met.
Reduce that to 1 second. Renju's death. Maybe times 5. Oh wait, I can get over there.
It's a key with a. The hands indicate.
8 o'clock. Let's pick it up.
D is written on the tag.
I didn't mean to skip all that. God damn, this is gonna miss a lot.
The D.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
A lot of fucking
I will try the key.
Yeah,
headache
try
on this one. This Somnium's gonna suck. Trying to get everything in time. Alright, and that's the frozen one. Pipe of
This
steam.
door too.
And the third door. What do we have here? Control panel.
Rows of monitors.
Investigate.
This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Okay, so that needs a key.
A broken pipe. Steel is leaking out.
Guess let's kick it. There we go.
Oh! It's just as I calculated.
You were surprised, admit it.
A rusted metal... I think I can open this door.
Here's Iris's death. Is Oda gonna show up here too? Just one
This
key.
key has control panel written on the tag.
I see.
Control panel? The one right there?
Yeah, I think easily time management is gonna be the thing that's gonna be the most difficult for this Somnium. Because everything is so draining. Especially when you get to times 10s. Insert key.
There!
We do not have a lot of time.
Oh!
So?
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
Rows of monitors
Oh, this
and
one's gonna take
buttons.
so fucking long.
1 minute. Hurry.
Let's press the switch.
Hey, it got stuck.
This button is indeed the one needed to move the scaffold, but...
Huh. There might be another step we have to do first.
God damn it. What else is there? Cord.
Door E.
This one's gonna be such a pain in the ass. That just took me back up to here, didn't it?
Date! 30 seconds!
I didn't move at all, did I? Nope. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. Alright, I'm gonna reset this one. Alright.
A rusted metal door.
So let's... I see what they have me do for this guide. Okay, you see, I wouldn't think they do have for this stuff. Because I'm just a fucking idiot. So break the lock with a pick is the first thing we do. And since we get the negative timey here, instead of using it on the key, give us 50 seconds.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
We go over to door A instead, because opening that only takes 1 second. Have it waste the 10 seconds. Then we can come over here, pick up the key.
It's a key.
That'll take only 0 seconds. That gives us a 1. That definitely saves us a lot of time. Open this door. Yes, then we just follow the right path we did before. To door B.
A door with...
Open this one. This, in the end, since we have to open a bunch of doors back to back,
This...
it is just going to take us a lot less time.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Door...
Open this.
Oh! We're on the 2nd floor.
Then door E. I see. Okay, I see. So if we go over, try to open door E. We're not going to be able to.
Door E prime.
Oh wait, that's not it. Door E, the other one. Yes, yes.
Door E...
That's the one, that's 1 second. Oh wait. Alright, and it takes us right over here.
An oil drum hung with...
Alright, so for the steel drum, I'll just push it regularly. Because again, it's only 7 seconds. That gives us a half.
Arrested.
Then we use our 1 second timey to open the door.
It's a.
Alright, hold on, I swear this fucking cat, I'm being driven insane. Alright, so just open door 2. Before we pick up a key, open door E, waste 10 timing. Then we pick up the 8 o'clock key.
It's a key with the hands in.
Put it to half. Save as much time as we can.
D is written on the tag. Let's go.
You have
Open
3
door
minutes,
D.
Dante.
The.
No need to use timing on that. Now.
A broken pipe.
Kick the pipe.
A rusted metal.
Open the door. Alright, now we're to the control
Rows
panel.
of monitor.
Investigate it.
Rows of monitor.
Then insert the key.
Rows of monitor.
Then we rotate the key.
It shrunk.
Huh.
Rows of monitor.
Then we press the switch. I see.
Oh.
I see. Rows of monitor.
And we rotate the key again. Interesting.
It extended.
Now we can use the route to door B.
That should mean I need to open the B prime door. Alright, so D prime. Okay, so from here, I do D prime to C prime to B prime.
Door.
So open D prime. And I open C prime, which is over there. Bit of a walk, but it's fine.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
Okay.
Doors.
Open C prime. Then open B prime.
Door.
Now door F. Oh, yes, door F.
Door F.
Can't get open.
The first floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
A ladder.
An iron ladder.
Tackle this.
Ready?
Oh, I see.
Whoa!
Then we just open door 4.
This Somnium is awfully dangerous.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
A rusted metal door.
Doesn't matter how much time we take now. We
I'm
got
going
it.
to open it.
That's it. Alright, so we've seen all the killings. I mean, all of them except for... Oh, yep.
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Let me guess. It's boss in each one of them. Renju? Renju killed Shoko. Iris killed Renju, like we thought. And then Sejima killed Iris, right? What the fuck? What the hell is going on? And then Boss killed Sejima. What? What is this?
What the hell is going on?
And then Boss and Hitomi in the sink.
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up!
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
What the fuck? So everyone was each killed by a different person. And the person... This is fucked. What the fuck is this case of killings? The killer becomes the next victim? I mean, it makes sense why Renju would kill Shoko. Then Iris killed Renju. So killed Iris. And Boss killed So.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So? It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit.
They're using the sync machine to switch bodies, aren't they?
One person. And that person is...
I have to wonder. Is it Renju? No, it's not it.
Yes. You.
Yeah, because Boss is one of the only two people who understands how the machine works.
The person in front of me right now.
Or whoever's in Boss's body.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
You're not the commander of Abyss.
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Person you switched bodies with.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
So who the hell are you?
Saito. Saito Sejima.
I fucking knew it. I knew it was gonna be Saito.
Congressman Sejima's son.
You sick little fuck.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Who was inside Iris during the interrogation Sunday?
That was me.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite, the one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far? Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday
Was his.
That's right. It was me.
How? How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? Because he is the original Cyclops killer. And something else was troubling me.
What's going on here?
Give me the details of each crime.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain, gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No. That's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see.
Oh boy.
So, where do you want me to start?
It's just past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. If we think of that as day 1, today is day 5. What was Saito doing those days? I decided to ask him. Day 1.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Day 2.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car.
Ota.
It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
Day 3.
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am of course referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend, as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job, and when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day. There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces. I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Continue.
This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location, Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris. Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Continue. Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Alright, we're going kind of long, so I'll call it an episode here. In the next one, we'll finish up questioning Saito, and who knows what the fuck's gonna happen now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.